The Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators.
You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on it, flaring on it. We Ric Flairing on it. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on it, flaring on it. Check. We Ric Flairing on it, flaring on it. It's apparent these girls staring. I'm Ric Flairing, gold across my chest. I'm fresh to death. I'm Paul Bearing, not at all scary. When I open like Betty Wops, then find to these circles that's going in like a carry shot. Woo! I'm going in like a Mary Pop off that Mary Crop at the top flow at the Marriott. So questioning me is like questioning you. See, we the best dressed, so come and get blessed with the crew. Not one but two, different ways to slaughter your crew. Committed tat across the chest, I guess she blessed with the truth. People want to see them checks, representation of proof. Living through my elders trying to resonate to the youth. But ain't nothing to get my flash on. Longevity is heavily embedded in my melanin. Layman terms, I last long. My grind repetitive, I'm smoother than real silk. Lyrical cash cow who can't cry over spilled milk. We in here. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on it, flaring on it. We Ric Flairing on it, flaring on it. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on it, flaring on it. We Ric Flairing on it, flaring on it. This ain't no normal situation, this preparation with greatness. Industry full of fakeness, it's really up for the taking. See, life is what happened to you, more so how you take it. Don't get stripped of your knowledge and mentally leave you naked. I like to live otherwise. I'm sorry that I'm fresh to death. I put the polo and apologize. See, black son, we ain't nothing like them other guys. Quit to socialize, we organize, then we mobilize. Off the deep end like a scuba diver. And no confusion, just keep it pushing like Uber drivers. Woo! Business fresh just like a supervisor in a Gucci visor. Can't find a smoother rhymer. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on it, flaring on it. We Ric Flairing on it. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on it, flaring on it. We Ric Flairing on it, flaring on it.
Yeah, DQ baby. Shout out that boy Nigga for that fire track. Hey, Black Sun, sun up. What's up, Vinny Vegas? What in Vegas? Yeah. Shout out Pharaoh's Kids, D-Phase. Yeah. Bubba C. Yeah. Ric Flairing on them. Ric Flairing on them. Ric Flairing on them. Ric Flairing, son up, baby.
Hey, yo, Scotty, you going crazy for this one. We see what you're doing, we salute you. Hey, let's get it started. It's Backpack Capital One. What's in your wallet? Got a call from my man A. Scott. I said I got it. Love that you highlighting all of these black colleges. Try to pay me for doing this. Look, bruh, if you don't get off my line with that foolishness, voice of the SWAC, pull up where you at. No cap if the Brody is speaking the soft facts. My advice, tune in to every show. Captain Petty, but we know that the sergeants are with the smoke. Speculate, just tell me what is we doing. Get into it, okay, look, I'ma say this and keep it moving. My boy Scotty, man, he offered a leash. Black grad, paying college, I'm glad that he called me. Walking cause we all been taught that talk is cheap. Even primetime knows Scott for the HBCU streets.
What is going on, everybody? Happy Thursday. You already know what it is. Your boy Scotty back with another one. Hey, I love these midday shows, man. It's something about a good midday show, just get you, push you through the day. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, shout out to all you guys who are tuning in. And shout out to all my members in the chat, doing y'all thing as always. Now, let me say this. there's been a lot of talk. There's been a lot of questions. There's been a lot of asking, right? And people be like, Scotty, you going to the SWAC championship? Scotty, you going to the SWAC championship? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Your boy gonna be down in Tallahassee on Friday. In full effect. Okay?
Hello, they know.
You know what I'm saying? Because I've been getting a lot of criticism this year. Because they like, Scotty, you don't go nowhere. Scotty, we haven't seen you. Scotty. Yeah, your boy gonna be down in Tallahassee.
Hello, they know. Hello, they know.
I had gotten so much pushback, man. Everybody like, Scotty, you got me. People texting this number at the top. You can always reach me here. But people texting me at the top, Scotty, you ain't going to the SWAC championship? Scotty, you ain't going to the SWAC championship? Scotty, you ain't going to the SWAC championship? I'm gonna be live, full effect. Let's go. I'll be right there, baby. Shout out to my boy. I gotta see Kelvin, gotta see Brian, gotta see Miss Campbell gonna be there. Rocky gonna be there. D gonna be there. My boy Jay from Merch Pack gonna be there. My man Ashton, Miss Sykes gonna be down there. Man, it's gonna be fat. And you know I'm gonna have my Kofi shirt on. I'm going to stop by Mama Hemingway's house. I'm going to say what's up to her, give her a hug and everything like that. Let her know I'm in the city. But you know I'm going to be with my Offscript gear. But you know the Kofi shirt ain't going to be too far. You know what I'm saying? So when you see me, say what's up. You know what I'm saying? When you see me, say what's up. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I really wasn't thinking about going, right? I was on the edge. I didn't know if I was going to go. I was thinking about it. But let me tell you why I went. And it wasn't because of what you think. It was because of these light-skinned Bammers right here. See, that light-skinned gang, they think they tough. They think they tough until they see me and then how you doing, Scotty? Oh, how you doing? Oh, you're fine. Oh, how you doing? Oh, you're good. Oh, hi. Right? So I wasn't gonna come into the light-skinned gang. They really. So I was just asking just to ask. Right? I was just asking just to ask. I was like, you know what? I ain't gonna trip. I'm gonna just. First of all, can we say they didn't even spell the SWAC championship game correctly? You supposed to be the head of media. You can't even spell the SWAC right. What's the SWC? Southwestern Conference? That's what we're doing? No athletic? Just Southwestern Conference, SWC. Isn't that a cable company? Isn't that a phone company or something? I wasn't even going to trip. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't even going to trip. You know what I'm saying? But then I felt some type of way. So, you know, I was like,
I'm petty.
So I felt like I gotta get on the flight now. I got to get on the flight now. Now I gotta come see you. Now I got to come see you. So before you was trying to deny me now I'm at the game. Stop. I mean, I pay my money. My own hard-earned money came down from Maryland. You know what I'm saying? I'm flying into Tallahassee, so you know that ain't cheap. You know what I'm saying? They got me an Airbnb and rented a car. Now I'm there. So how you gonna stop that?
I'm petty.
I don't understand it. Because this, once again, right? The light-skinned gang strikes again. I keep trying to tell y'all, this is how you know. See, when I tell y'all that HBCUs don't know how to conduct proper business, it starts with the two light-skinned Bammers at the top. This is the commissioner, and this is the associate commissioner, right? So you got one and the other. They both butt buddies, right? They both butt buddies, right? So they go hand in hand, right? You see one, you see the other, right? They butt buddies, right? So To me, I'm like, this is what we doing? Now, mind you, let's call it. See, this is why I say, like, you move one way, then you other. Now, you done let everybody in their mama into the coach's call. Everybody in their mama into the coach's call. You.
Oh, goddamn.
Hold on, let me. This is sponsored by Sprite. Obey your thirst. Right? So, you done let everybody in their mama on the coach's call. Bama's that. I mean, like, literally, I literally hand walked them into this space. Like, oh, hey, Scotty. Ring. Hey, Scotty, Scotty, what are you using? Scotty, what do you have? How do you get can you show me how? I mean, literally hand walked them. Let anybody in the conference call. None of them, come on, man. Like, let's call a spade a spade. Let's call a spade a spade. None of them dudes touch me. None of them dudes touch what I do and how I built. But it's like, dang, like you deliberately are trying to keep me out the party. How you trying to keep the cool kid out the party? You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, like, I'm the cool kid. Like, I'm the cool kid. But now I feel like it's because I'm dark skinned. If I look like Steph Curry, I would be in the club. And I don't think that's fair. I don't appreciate that at all. I really don't. I don't understand, like, what, because I mean, if we're being honest, and I've thought about it, because, like, this is discrimination. Like, how is a black conference discriminating against a black man? Does that make any sense? Now, in the black culture, we understand the hating of light skin, dark skin, colorism. We understand all that. But in the world of sports, in the world of journalism, how are you an all black conference discriminating against a black young man that has done nothing but promote the SWAC in the most enlightening type of way?
I'm petty.
I'm the same guy. Okay. Now listen, Fox News, let me tell you, Fox News don't even rock with me like that, right? But when your boy does an exclusive interview on the channel, they gotta link you, boy. They got to link him. Got to. Right? They got to. Right? HBCU Sports, shout out to Ken Rashad and my man Kendrick Marshall. Hey Kendrick, I saw your last article. I'm gonna talk about that. And you definitely didn't link but you stole my quote from my article. You didn't link me. Make sure that fix it. I like you, Kendrick. I like you. Fix it. Right? So it's just stuff like that, man. But like, at the end of the day, you deal. Like I said, light skin gang is in full effect. They try and keep your boy out. It's crazy. Can't be on a coach's call. Can't get credentials to the SWAC championship. Then they try to stop me from being at the celebration. But like, I'd be like, God damn, man. I'm like, who the Bama that was eating the women? The dude, the white boy, the mass murderer. Who am I? That? Am I Freddy Krueger? Am I Candyman? I mean, let me know. Hey, that last Candyman with the man turned into the new Candyman, like, he was like, oh, that was crazy. That was crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. That was crazy when he was like, he became like, he had the scratch and he became like the new Candyman. Oh, that was wild. Yeah, Jeffrey Dahmer. Like, oh dang, like, you know what I'm saying? Hannibal Lecter. Hello, Clarice. I mean, name it. Can free Offscript, man. Hashtag not media. No, I got to be Candyman though. I'll take it though. I like Candyman. Candyman's pretty cool. I think because it's a black folklore, so I'll take that one. You know what I'm saying? #free Offscript. But let's keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I'm in the. You know what? I'm not even a hater like that. You know what I'm saying? Listen, Andrew. I'm here to help you out, my boy. Because clearly you can't do your job. Clearly you are getting paid to not do your job. Because if we just go back to this email alone, Jesus. If we just go back to this email alone, my man can't even spell SWAC right. Now you supposed to be now you got the 2023 SWAC football championship has been denied, but you can't even spell the SWAC championship game credentials. Now, could be an assistant, could have been you, could have been somebody, but hey, you know, it is what it is. But let me help you out, Andrew. You know, I don't have the colorism. I don't hate. You know what I'm saying? My kid looks like Drake. I got a milkman baby, right? I got light-skinned kids. I don't hate out here. My baby girl, she's about as light as the sun. So I get it. You know what I'm saying? I got light-skinned, dark-skinned kids. I get it. It's love out here, baby. So let me help you do your job better because you have a hard time understanding your job, right? So let me help you out. Since you are the associate commissioner, since you are media relations director, and me and your relations are not very cool, but you know, because I don't kiss ass like everybody else does. But you know, that's neither there. Let's talk about one. Voting for the SWAC Awards. Okay. Associate Commissioner, light skin gang. Let me help you out here. There should be, and listen, I'm so cool. Like I don't know if anybody watches battle rap. I'm so mean with it. I can mess around and do a whole nother scheme with it. Shout out to my man Charlie Cox. Right? So voting for the SWAC Awards should not be left to just the SIDs. I'm gonna say that again. Shout out to my boy Josh. He's the only one I really know that watches the game, right? Because the rest of them Bamas, somebody name other than your school, other than Josh, okay, other than Josh from FAMU, name me an SID from another school other than yours. Name me another SID other than your institution and other than Josh from FAMU. Now, there's 12 schools. Somebody name me another SID. Don't worry, I'll wait. You can't. Because one, them ninjas be in the back corner in the dark hallway somewhere, unless it's Josh, okay? And you barely can name all the athletic directors other than Dr. Paul Bryant, other than Tiffany from FAMU, and Swag Diddy. And Swag Diddy, that's it. Those are the only three you can really name. The rest of them Bamas, they in a dark hole somewhere, okay? So miss me with that. So what I'm saying is there's no reason why SIDs should be the only people voting on the SWAC Awards. It should be coaches. It should be media. I take myself out. # not media. It should be Fox News, whoever you allow on the coaches call, the Black College Extra, HBCU Overbite, Sheila Crazy, all them Bamas that you add on the, you know what I'm saying, Mr. James Hill. Hi, how are you doing there, Coach in Tallahassee? I hope all is well with you and the fellow Rattlers down there in the highest of 7 hills. Can I ask you, put him in the, I don't give a damn. Put all them Bamas to vote, but they should be allowed to input because there are people that are being left out in the voter awards and it's not making any sense. And you can't hold anybody accountable. You can't hold anybody accountable. So you might as well just add more people so you can get a bigger pool of voters. Because I'm going to tell you this. Listen, guys, I'm going to be very clear. I love Isaiah Major. I love Isaiah Major, but Isaiah Major should not have been Defensive Player of the Year. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, like at some point in time, the stats have to matter, and he's not better than Bubba in any stats. He's not better than any stat than Bubba. It doesn't make sense. How? Just because he's on the most popular team, that doesn't count. It's not like, okay, you did my boy Ladarius Owens wrong because it should have been a co-offensive player of the year. We'll just leave that what it is. But you literally picked Isaiah Major because Isaiah Major is on FAMU and they got the biggest brand right now. And if I'm being honest, if I was Bubba, I would be beating on the door. I would be beating on the door to say, hey, you ain't get my man the award because he white. That's 2 years running. He didn't get Defensive Player of the Year for Priest. That's 3 years. He didn't get against Aubrey, right? Okay, Jackson State, whatever. He didn't get preseason DPOY. Sundata Anderson got that. Then he did. All he did for 3 years straight was have 100 tackles. All he did for 3 years straight is lead the SWAC in every tackle category. Somebody make it make sense. For 3 years, this kid has had more tackles than the next linebacker that's won Defensive Player of the Year. How does that make sense? He should at least be a 2-time DPOY. At least. At least. And yes, you're absolutely right. Bama State and their SID or whoever's a part of their marketing department needs to market Bubba better. They need to market the team better because there's no reason why Isaiah Major should have been DPOY. I'm gonna just say that, and I listen. And once again, that's no shot at Isaiah Major. I want to be very clear about that. Isaiah Major is an absolute dog. Isaiah Major is the leader of that defense. So I don't want no disparaging to be put on Isaiah Major. The man is an absolute monster. But Bubba Adams is just as big as if not bigger. If not bigger. So it hurts my heart, man. It hurts my heart that these players aren't getting they're not getting the awards they should be. Now, but that's for my FAMU. That's for my voting for the SWAC awards, because clearly you can't do that job right. Now, let me give you this. You need to add an award, Recruiter of the Year. Listen, I'm gonna be real with you. You guys can say whatever you want. Coach O should have won Recruiter of the Year the last 2 years, right? The last 2 years outside of, with Dion, you could say it's Dion, but you still got to give it to Coach O because he's in the award. I'm just telling you what it is. Coach O. Listen, man, this year's Recruiter of the Year, and it's not even close. It's not even close. It's Coach Raz from FAMU. It's Coach Raz from FAMU. It's not even close. Add the award, man. You always giving out them weak-ass glass awards. They about this tall. It's not hard to add Recruiter of the Year when every team has to recruit. It's not hard to add you one more little weak-ass glass piece that y'all like to pass out for an award. How hard is that? Add the award. Recruiter of the Year. Simple. I would, if we want to be even more, add offensive play caller or offensive coach of the year, defensive coach of the year. I don't care. I think coaches should get more, other than the coach of the year, which is hands down Willie. There should be other coaches that get awards, man. Offensive coach of the year. Defensive coach of the year, right? Like, come on, man. These are like simple awards that everybody passes out, or most of them do, right? So, but Recruiter of the Year should definitely be on the agenda to be added to the SWAC. And once again, it ain't that expensive. Your awards are like this big. They literally fit. They like this. Literally, the SWAC awards. Look at them hoes. They like this big. Oh, we'd like to congratulate Isaiah Major for Defensive Player of the Year. Here's your award. Oh, I thank you, Commissioner. Picture. Like, this is what it looked like. Just like this. Okay? Add the award. Do your job. Do your job. Last thing. Add a third team. Jesus Christ, man. How do you have 12? Okay. The Sun Belt Conference, which everybody talks about and all blah, right? The Sun Belt Conference, shout out to Rashad Davis. He was third team defensive player on the Sun Belt Conference. Add a third team to the SWAC, my boy. Add a third team to the SWAC. It's very simple. It's not hard. You got damn near 12 teams. Add a third team award. Listen, man. Is it because the damn SIDs are lazy? I'll vote for that. I think it's because the SIDs are damn near lazy and they don't know what the hell they looking at. If I'm being a buck, who's the SID for Grambling? Don't know. Who's the SID for Prairie View? Don't know. Who's the SID for UAPB? Don't know. Who's the SID for Valley? Don't know. Who's the SID for Bethune-Cookman? Don't know. Come on, man. What are we talking about? And you're going to leave it to a whole bunch of nobodies? And if we're being honest, they probably not even real SIDs. They probably either a student in that position or somebody who got 3 different titles and they throw SID on there. Come on, man. We know what it is. We know what it is. So stop it. This is ridiculous, man. You're ran like a poor man's mom and pop store. That's how you running this hoe. You supposed to be the associate commissioner, media relations. Relate your ass and get your ass into some media and do something. It's ridiculous. Y'all living like it's 1965 and Bama's running the wing T. Even the major polls use media sources. FCS, right? The Gilbert Arenas Award, the Eddie Robinson Award, the Walter Payton Award, all of them use media members to vote for them. So why is it all of a sudden that it only goes down to SIDs? It should be it should be head coaches, SIDs. I really would take them hoes out if I'm being honest. But anyway, it should be coaches, SIDs, and selected media members. That should embody who is voting on these SWAC awards. Shouldn't be just your regular smuggler SIDs who nobody knows about, bro. Man, Chaka, bro, I wish we got an Airbnb, bro. We got an Airbnb, man. So we're not too far from the stadium. I think it's like it's like a FSU luxury condo, something like that. Yeah, we got like a FSU luxury condo. Man, bro. Hey, text me, bro. But yeah, I wish I would have got with you earlier. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, so it's crazy. I don't even know the Texas Southern SID. Who the Texas Southern SID? Don't know? Come on, man. Because they don't do nothing. They make that one little graphic when they win a game, and that's it. That's it. I try to tell people every single day. What needs to happen is you need to get rid of Andrew Roberts as the media guy. Give his ass the associate commissioner. I don't give two shits. Give his ass associate commissioner. Make Josh from FAMU the SWAC media coordinator. That's what needs to happen. If the light-skinned gang knew any better, these two Bamas right here, what they would do is simple. I would fire this Bama, make him the associate commissioner. Who knows what I don't give a damn. Listen, nobody knows what the associate commissioner does. I don't give a damn if you make Andrew Roberts go get your ass some coffee every day. I don't give a damn. Get his ass out of media relations. Hire Josh from FAMU. Give him whatever he wants, whatever he needs, and let that boy go to work. Let that boy go to work. Let him do what he needs to do to change around your SWAC digital network, to make him change around, which is absolutely ass, right? Make him change around. He can then individually go to every school and help them out on the SWAC's dime, which why your media relations guys should be getting paid, right? Make him go to every school. Hey, this is what you need to fix this. This is what you need to do to fix that. Hey, these are the resources you need for that. That's what you should do. That is what I would do, because I wouldn't want to lose Josh from the conference. Yes, FAMU, him leaving FAMU would be a detriment, but from what I've been told, he's teaching people behind him. So that gives people the opportunity to step up in his role. And he can always go back to help, because if you put him in the big position to where he can help everybody, then everybody's shit gets better. And he gets paid. Listen, pay the man what he wants, put his ass in the media relations, and let him do his work. I don't give a damn if you make a title. Make up a title. Director of Digital Media. Give it to him. If, okay. Oh, Lord, here we go. If you're willing to pay a SWAC commissioner that gets you into lawsuits, gives you 10-year horrible-ass deals, $300,000, how about you take half of that, or at least 175 of that, pay that Bama Josh, put him in a media digital director role, and give him the freedom to do what he needs to do. Give him the freedom that he needs to do to get the work, to get the SWAC in a better media, digital media sector, and let him do the work. Let him go hire people to anyway, man. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, because y'all Bamas don't want to improve, bro. Bama, all these two ninjas up here want to do is do resume bullets. Oh my God, I'm the new black man in the head of the NCAA basketball committee. Who gives two flying fucks? Who gives two shits? That has nothing to do with you being a commissioner. I don't give a damn that you're the head of the NCAA. How does that benefit the SWAC? You can't even vote on your own team to get into the tournament. You can't even vote in your own conference. So how does that help the SWAC at all? It helps you, light-skinned man, Dr. McNuggets. It helps you. And then your butt buddy is just going to keep following you to get you coffee. But what have you impactfully done? Sign bad deals, get Bama's lawsuits. This is what you paying them for. $300K for that. I wish somebody paid me $300K. I can get you in a lawsuit real quick. I can get you a whole bunch of cease and desist real quick. That's my bread and butter right there. I done probably got like 4 cease and desist letters from like ESPN, Jackson State, everybody. So I can get you a cease and desist letter real quick. If you pay me $300,000, I'll take it happily. Do you hear me? But you know, what do I know? What do I know? I'm just a man on YouTube. I don't know. What do I know? Anyway. So those are my 3 topics, right? Voting for the SWAC Awards, trying to help Andrew Roberts out, you know what I'm saying? You already know what listen, if you don't like nothing I say, you already know what you can do.
If I make you feel some type of way, if low key you just hit a hey,
you can always unfollow me. You can always unfollow me, very simply. Let's talk about transfer portal. That's what happens when you have kids, right? Little kids running around. right? Let's talk transfer portal. It hurt, man. Listen. It's getting hot. It's getting hot in here. Alabama State loses a huge piece of that defense. Adrian Maddox jumps into the transfer portal, has 2 years of eligibility left. Listen, this kid is an FBS player, okay? Simple. I think what he did his freshman year, he really could have left after his freshman year, and I think gone FBS and would have been A-okay. Great length. Thinking about 6 foot, 6'1", can play slot. You know what I'm saying? Can play outside corner, play inside corner. Definitely a group of 5 FBS talent. He's definitely going to be missed at Alabama State. But what today is about.
Oh, goddamn.
That bad man from Corpus Christi, making his way to Houston, Texas. My boy, Andrew Buddy is in the portal. Now, this was a long time coming. Long time coming. But I knew it was coming. Andrew hit me up and said, Scotty, probably about a week ago, said, Scotty, I'm going to have to test the waters. He said, I'm going to have to test the waters. He said, I just don't tell nobody, but I'm going to test the waters. I said, I respect it. I respect it. And I told him, I said, you've done everything you can for Texas Southern. I said, nobody would be talking about Texas Southern if it wasn't for Andrew Buddy. So it's live. Oh, it's live. All right. So listen, the sweepstakes, the Andrew Buddy sweepstakes is on and popping. Get your recruiters together. Get your official visits together. Understand that either Mama Body or Mr. Body is going to be attending. So get your tickets together. You might need 3 tickets, might need 2 tickets. I might be in attendance of one of those. Might need 3.5 tickets for me. I'll meet you there, Andrew. You know what I'm saying? We'll walk around the facility together. You get what I'm saying? So might see me in the background, a couple pictures of the transfer. I'm like, hey, might be doing a couple of official visits. Oh, I like this. Oh, that's better. You know what I'm saying? So just want to give y'all the heads up. Oh, Andrew Bunny. Our QB room is empty. No, I think Jace is still there. From Jace, the guy that started this year. So, and you know, with the new coach coming in and things like that. So, but I want to be very clear, right? I want to be very clear. Andrew did tell me this. He said, Scotty, depending on who they hire, I am open to going back to Texas Southern. He did tell me that. I'm going to just keep it a buck with you. He did tell me that. He said, depending on who they hire at Texas Southern, I would be open to going back to Texas Southern. He said, I really liked it there. I really love my teammates and things like that. So he said, so he would be open depending on who they hire as a head coach. So possibility my Bella kid go back to Texas Southern. So I just want to give everybody out there, but that ain't it. I would never allow him to see Connell Maynard. No, we're not doing it. Key said no. I'm saying no. Listen. Don't even take a visit. We not taking visits to A&M. I'm telling you that right now. We not taking visits to A&M. Okay, not doing it. And then I know you're like, Scotty, what you mean we? Because what's going to happen is Mama Body going to call me and Mama Body going to say, hey, Scotty, you think we should go to A&M? I'm going to say, no. Don't go. Hell no, we won't go. So don't waste your time. Don't waste your official visit. He ain't going. All right? He ain't going. We are interested. I'll just say that we would be interested in Greensboro. Oh yeah. Hey, fam, listen, fam, you get your, hey, listen. We need 4 tickets. We need 4 tickets, okay? Fam, we need 4 tickets. Me, Mama Body, Andrew, And Mr. Body, we need 4 tickets. We need 4 tickets. All right, get the tickets together. We need 4 tickets. All right. Oh yeah. Hey, 3 tickets. I'm in Morgan. I'll drive. I'll meet them there. I'm in Maryland. I'll meet them there. We need 3 tickets for Morgan State. We'll take them tickets. We'll take those tickets. We take those 3 tickets. Southern. We'll take 3 tickets. We'll take 3 tickets. 4 tickets. Key want to go. 4 tickets. We need 4 tickets, Southern. 4 tickets. Key want to be there. I'm going to be at the crib. I'm good. Nah, Brian. Sorry, my boy. No, nah. Ain't. Not even a visit. We're not even driving by Huntsville. Okay? We're not even going to drive by. It just is what it is. I do love the Waffle House at Huntsville. Can't lie. That Waffle House right across the street from Checkers, that thing is A1. So I do like the Waffle House at Huntsville, but that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, so you just made a lot of stingy. Well, you know what it is. You know what it is. So, not gonna lie. So anybody, let me see. Any other? He said we calling LeBron. He got it. Can y'all stop by new events? Don't care. You know I rock with you, Reese. Do not care. All right. Absolutely. FBS is definitely on the table. FBS Group of 5. It's all on Power 5. It's all on the table, baby. It's all on the table. So, but yeah, I'm not his agent, so don't look at me. I'm just telling you straight up. We A&M is a no go. A&M is an absolutely no go. Okay, so let's just leave it there. Jackson State, no go. Don't waste your time. Ain't no portal to Poho. We ain't doing that. Ain't no portal to Poho. Don't need no tickets. We Gucci, okay? We Gucci over here. Don't need no tickets to Poho State. Keep it moving, okay? Keep it moving. Keep that same energy you had when y'all was playing him and talking about he wasn't good. Keep that same energy. No Poho State over here, baby. No Poho State. Oh, about to drink that. So, just want to make that very clear. Keep it pushing. So, but yeah, FAMU, get them tickets together, baby. Now, I'm going to be honest. Where I would like to see him go, I'm going to just be real with you. I'm going to just be honest. Where I would like to see Andrew go is University of Houston. I would like to see Andrew go to U of H. I think that's a perfect scenario for Andrew. I think it's perfect, right? He got a former teammate up there with Zay, can help him know the lay of the land. It's still in home. His parents can come. You know what I'm saying? I got family there, so I can come see him, you know what I'm saying, whenever I need to. I think it's right at that borderline of, I think they're going to the Big 12, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? So going through that. So I think it's a perfect situation. I think it's a perfect situation going into there. So Big 12, can he play in the Big 12? I think he can. You guys might not think he can. I think Andrew can. I've seen the worst quarterbacks, and I think U of H is a great situation for him. That's just me personally. Yeah, I think U of H is a great. I like UTSA too. I'm not gonna lie. I like UTSA. I think but I really like U of H. I think U of H, for what I've been told about U of H, I think he can play at U of H. This is my personal opinion. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. That's why I think it's a great situation if he can go to U of H. And even if it's a situation to where there's probably most likely gonna be competition, because it is, you just gotta battle. You got to be great. All right, got to be great. The QB leaving, that would really aggravate TSU if that happens. And Janice go to school that throws the ball. Yeah, he does. I think a Texas State would be good. I really do. I like Texas. I like GJ Kinney. I think that would be a perfect fit for him. I like that. Incarnate Word. I like Incarnate Word. I think that'd be a great fit for him. The only thing, because I know I talk to Andrew a lot, so I know what his aspirations are. That's why I think that, you know, he in my personal opinion, if those are his aspirations, I would, if he was telling me if he got an offer from U of H and got an offer from HBCU, I'm gonna tell him to take the HBCU every time. I mean, I'm gonna tell him to take the FBS offer every time. And yeah, I'm just telling y'all straight up. So y'all ain't got nobody in your corner for HBCU on that one. I ain't gonna hold you, because my loyalty is to Andrew and not to HBCU. So would I love for him to stay in the community? Absolutely. I would love for him to go to FAMU. I think if he went to FAMU or NCAT, I think that'd be amazing. If he went to Morgan State, I think that'd be freaking amazing, right? So don't get. So I want to be fair, right? I would love him to go to Morgan, FAM, NCAT. Like, I would love for him to go to those big brands, right? Because I think it'd be great, especially the competition that FAMU plays this year. I think that would be great, right? Because they play Troy, they play U of M, right? They play those type of schools. Morgan State playing the competition that they play, right? I think that would do well for him, because he can, you know, you'll have that tape. He needs that tape. You'll have that tape, right? Like the tape he had his freshman year against Rice and stuff like that. So I think that would be great for him. But if a U of H comes a calling, I would tell him to take that offer. I ain't gonna lie to you. So just my personal opinion. In a live game, would he compare his arm talent to? Who would I compare his arm talent to? The issue with Andrew's arm talent, right? This has been it has a weird hitch. The way he holds the ball when he throws it, it kind of is like he's holding like a pizza, right? It's a weird release that I feel that he has to change to take that next. I'm not saying that he can't throw. I just think with the way he throws the ball, he would have to change if he's really considering, like, hey, I want to play next level football. He's going to have to change his release. He's going to have to change his release, or he has to tweak it. He's going to have to tweak it to kind of speed it up, so where he can just, you know, catch and throw, boom, and it gets it out fast. To compare his arm, let me see. I'm trying to think of a guy. If I'm being honest, I think. Okay, stay with me here. He has a better arm than Richard's arm. I think so. Okay. I think he throws on the run better than Richards, right? I'm gonna say that. I think they both had some down the field accuracy issues, him and Davius. But if I think what makes Davius more attractive is the 6'5" frame, 220, 230. Like when you're that big and you can take that much, you can be what you are, and you can be a battling ram for a team in short yardage and still take it to the house, 60, 70-yard runs. I think that's what makes him special. But Andrew can do the same thing. He's just not built the same way, right? Instead of him being 6'5", 220, I'll tell you this. If they were both the same size, Andrew's the better prospect. I'm going to just keep it real with you. I'm just telling you from my personal, this is my eye, right? If you take Andrew and you make him the same size as Davis, he's the better prospect, right? To me, this is my personal opinion, right? So now that's not realistically, because he's 6'1", 6'2", Andrew, and Davis is 6'5". I don't know about distance-wise who has the better arm, but I do think Andrew throws on the run better than Davis. That's my thing. But I think Davis is going to be the better prospect because of his measurables. You can't coach 6'4", 6'5", 220 and can run. You can't coach it. You know what I'm saying? 6'1", run. I can find that every day in the week. You know what I'm saying? You have to be really special. Kind of like a Kyler Murray type, right? You just got to be uber fast. But I think realistically you would take Davis because of his 6'5" frame. Can't beat that. But if I was comparing somebody to, I think that I would compare Andrew to Dak Prescott, right? Because and let me tell you why. The reason I would compare him to Dak. Let me see Dak Prescott's measurables, because I think Dak might be 6'3". Dakota. Let me see it. Dak Prescott's height. He's 6'2". Okay, perfect. I would compare Andrew to Dak Prescott, and this is why. Because I feel as though the college version of Dak Prescott is the same version you can see of Andrew Body if he went to FBS. Let me explain even further. Dak Prescott was more of a running, and then I would throw, right? And I can make the throws that you asked me, but I'm a run-first guy, and I can throw. I think if you get Andrew in a system to where it's somewhat kind of like that Mississippi State run with the quarterback, throw type style, I think that could work. Even though I do believe Andrew is a throw first type of guy. Oh man, that'd be dope. I think South Dakota State would be dope. You make a nice little run with South Dakota State. That could be something special. And Blue, help me out. If you can call in, Blue, help me out, because the reason I'm comparing him, and if I'm not mistaken, Blue, I think Dak had Dan Mullen that year at Mississippi State. But I do believe that he could replicate that style, and I think he can be groomed into because you got to remember where Dak was as a rookie to where he is now is grooming, right? Like building up, like learning how to throw better and better and better. But now he's like in year 7, year 8, and he's throwing the ball better than he ever has. So I still believe that there is a matriculation process that Andrew has to go through of throwing the ball better. He is not a pure passer of the football. You know what I'm saying? So they were number 1 in the country for like 3 or 4 weeks that season. I think if I listen, I'm gonna say this. I think Andrew's in the moments you need a play, I think Andrew is that guy. He's that special. When I need something, when I gotta have a play, I believe he's that special. So to me, I would ride with Andrew at a U of H. I believe he can play with those guys. I really do. You know what I'm saying? I believe he has the talent. I believe he has the arm. But just like everything, you're going to have to get accustomed to the speed of the game. You're going to have to get accustomed to how fast those windows are closing. You have to get, you have to get accustomed to how the speed of the game is changing. You have to get accustomed to how the windows are smaller. Like you ain't going to have the whereabouts to just sit back there. All that stuff has to transfer. And that's why I think Shador's jump from SWAC to Pac-12 has been immense, because why? You still see the greatness of Shador even through the problems of the offensive line, right? My thing with Shador was I didn't know if he could go throw for throw with the big boys. I didn't know. I was like, I don't know if Shador can throw the ball 40, 45, 50 times and still be efficient. Come to find out he can. So the question is can Andrew now throw the ball 30 to 40 times with the big boys, with the Penix, with the Jaden Daniels? Because I'm going to be honest. I think Jaden Daniels' feet and Andrew Body's feet are one and the same, right? But Jaden Daniels has a better arm. Jaden Daniels has a better release. He has a better arm. So that's what I'm saying. Like, can Andrew matriculate into becoming one of those guys? I think it takes time. I do believe it takes time. I think he needs the matriculation process. So I think he needs the 2 years plus a grad year to really be who he needs to be if he wants to go to the NFL. Now, if he comes on the scene and just takes it over, hey, congratulations. But that's just my little 2 cents. I'm gonna open the call lines up. 518-263-8124, 518-263-8124. Let me see if I got any callers on here.
There is one other participant in the conference.
What's up, Mr. Sargent? Talk to me. Mr. Sargent.
What's up, sir? Sorry about it, man. I got to get this new phone. Listen, brother, I wanted to ask you a serious question because I didn't get a chance to ask Brother Reed last night. And it may be too early, but looking forward, I think it is unusual that TC got a 7-4 record.
Uh-huh.
What I really thought he should have done was about 6-5. Do you think this is the height of his ability and it's going to decline, given the fact that a lot of his players will probably hit the portal? Do you think this is the best that he can do, or do you think he can really go up from there? Because we're not seeing him really going up. He was really kind of going down. Just your opinion on that, brother. I know that's totally different topic than what we talked about.
No, you're fine. I got time to talk. My thing is this. Is Jackson an average team, or can they be great? Because he's going to beat the average teams. He's going to beat Bethune. He's going to beat Valley. He's going to beat UAPB.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to beat Texas. He'll beat the average teams, right? But can you beat the elite teams? Can you beat the Alabama States? Can you beat the FAMUs? Can you beat the PVs? Can you beat the Alcorns? That is what's going to dictate his record. So he's always going to be in that 5-6, 6-5. But the only way he becomes 8-3, the only way he becomes 9-2 is beating the elite teams. And that's where we're going to have to see, can his coaching take him over? Because I don't believe he's not going to get that high level talent they were used to for the last 2 to 3 years. So now it's, can my coaching and my staff take my team over the top for those extra 2 wins we need to become above average to elite? And that's what we're gonna have to wait and see.
Very good. So then I got a really hard question. I'm gonna pull on your brain here. How do I create a schedule? So I'm a non-FAMU team in the SWAC. How do I create a schedule that will prepare me to beat Florida A&M? Can anyone stop Florida A&M? And how do you do it?
I think you have to play great FCS competition. You have to play the Southeast Louisianas. You have to play the you don't have to go up to North Dakota and all that. Just play solid teams. Gardner Webb, Elon, play solid teams, because what FAMU does to you is just they out talent you down the stretch, right? Like they lollygag in the first half, right? And then in the second half, they either out talent you or make more plays than you. That's just really what it is. Or if you're just not good, they just dominate you defensively. What you need, and what you saw from Alabama State, is, one, you need to have a defense. A defense against FAMU is always going to keep you in the game, right? And then you got to be able to make plays. But that's just any football game, right? But the thing is, you need a special player. So when I'm going to go back to that Alabama State game. When you go back to the Alabama State game, if you watch it from beginning to end, Keyshawn Johnson was the best player on that field. And it wasn't even close. Yeah. It wasn't even close. So you need a guy like that to where you're just like, man, he's going to keep us in the game, right? Because if we need a play, think about it. If I'm Jackson State, who do I go to if I need a play?
I don't know.
You see what I'm saying? If it's Irv Mulligan and I load the box up against him, that's not anything special, right? So you need a guy to be special. You need a guy that's gonna take you over the top. The only thing with FAMU got a bunch of guys. You know what I'm saying? So that's the issue. That's why you have to have a great defense, because FAMU's not going. This year's FAMU, like last year's FAMU, was Xavier Smith or bust, right? This year's FAMU team is like, who wants it? Who's going to step up and be that? It can be Kamari. It could be Nick Dixon. It could be Riley. It could be Shareed. It could be Terrell. It could be Will Hoyt. It could be Kareem. It's so many guys. You just got to play sound football. right? You can't scheme on anybody. You can't take anything away because FAMU just hits you in so many different ways. You just have to play great defense. And then what you ask your offense is, hey, don't make a mistake, i.e. Alabama State, where you throw the pick six and that's the end of the game. You fumble and they get the ball back. You can't make that mistake. You need FAMU to make the mistake. You need Musa to make the mistake, right? So it's those type of situations. So I think when you're trying to prepare yourself for FAMU is you have to go out and play solid fundamental teams so you understand I'm not just gonna beat you in the first half. I have to slowly chip away every quarter and then keep myself in position to make the plays I need down the stretch, like a Southern game, right? Like keeping it close. To for it's a 1-2 drive difference, and maybe I come out on top. That's the way you got to play FAMU, and that's how you got to keep it close. Because I don't see teams just running away from FAMU, and I don't see teams just dominating FAMU. So you just got to go blow for blow, blow for blow, blow for blow, and then hope that you're in it in the fourth quarter. And then now it comes down to who's gonna make that play.
And who's going to make that mistake?
And who's going to
Scotty, brother. Thank you so much, man.
No problem.
This is the best lunch break I had. Take care.
Hey, appreciate the call. Appreciate the question. That was a great question. JB, coming to you then 29-28.
Hey, Scotty, how you doing, sir?
What's going on, man? Talk to me.
Nothing much, bro. Enjoying the topic so far as usual. Two quick questions, though. All right. I'm just getting on the phone, so please forgive me. I have the same question twice. All right. Our first question is with the transfer portal opening up. We're seeing people entering the transfer portal usually around this time of year. Is there anyone who you think entered the transfer portal that should not have? Namely, better off staying off at school. And the second question is, and the previous caller kind of stuck my tongue a little bit also in terms of what's needed to be FAMU. Now, the question I have for you is, are any of the coaches, do they have the, shall I say, the X's and O's or coaching shall I say, teeth to actually dedicate themselves to being patient for 4 quarters and to possibly beat them
McNair
at the end when it counts the most?
McNair.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give that to McNair every day of the week because I believe he is the type of coach that's going to say, hey, we're going to do what we do and we're just going to be better at it than you. You know what I'm saying? Like it just, or we're not going to play outside of ourselves. We're going to play within ourselves. We're just going to scheme it around what you do defensively, right? So good example, how FAMU plays their defense is they keep those safeties in the hash. Well, for me, that takes a lot of stuff over the middle away, right? Because you can invert it. You can do all this stuff. So now Montario Hunt and Malik, they got to win on the outside. So I'm going to tell Aaron, we're going to take our shots, right? We're going to take our shots on the side of the field. And once again, if you go back to the Alabama State game, you have to have guys that can win a one-on-one against Kendall Bowler and Eric Smith. You got to have guys that can win one-on-one. If they don't win one-on-one, it's going to be a long day for you. I like that is what it is. Let me break it down even further for people. Instead of that Jackson State style where they're just straight man in your face, safeties down, you can't throw over the top. It doesn't look that way. It's kind of that way, but it's not exactly that way. They still have their safeties back so they can make you think, okay, it could be 2-man over the top. It could be an inverted cover 3. It could be an inverted cover 2 or quarters. So they make it look different, but a lot of the times it is man on man on the outside, and those safeties are just looking for in-breaking routes to break on and take it to the crib because they trust Kendall Bowler and Eric Smith to be on islands by themselves and say, hey, you got those guys, we got the middle. So it looks different, but sometimes it is played the same way to where they're like, we'll dare that quarterback to make throws.
Gotcha.
And then the transfer portal thing, I haven't seen a lot of kids in it right now. I'll tell you what though, if I gotta respect the kids from NCAT because they don't know who their offensive coordinator is. But I don't know if I would have. I don't know if I'm a hooker, if I would have jumped in the portal so fast because I really don't have the stats. You know what I'm saying? Right. So maybe him, but most of the kids that like Maddox and Drew, I think they're perfect jumps. I think you've done everything you can at this level. Adrian Maddox was an FCS All-American. Like, man, go test the waters. Go see where it's at. You know what I'm saying? So see what you can do with it. But as more kids come in, that's a great question. I'll ask it in January. Ask that question again in January and see where we at with it.
Gotcha. And then last thing I want to raise up to as a great interview with Hugh Jackson the day also, man.
Thank you, sir.
I saw it about 2 or 3 times. Very, very classy. Now, there were a few things that Hugh Jackson did talk about that I actually mean to mention to you the other day. The first thing is the one thing that he mentioned the most was transparency in terms of getting to that very next level. How difficult do you think it's going to be for us to really honestly ask ourselves about the transparency pieces too? And then with the other part of it as well, with Hugh Jackson leaving the way he did, Deion leaving the way he did, and of course, Eddie George basically begging for people to support him down at Tennessee State. Are any quote unquote high profile names going to want to come to our schools to coach if things that we can't control, like state funding, we can't control for the most part, but the things we can't control, like showing up, like infrastructure, like basic infrastructure, stuff like that, those things we can control. So do you potentially see anyone's coming our way if those issues are already present? Because a lot of people are bringing up the coach coming in possibly from Valdosta to come, but Valdosta, we all know, takes football seriously there. So why would he want to go to a system that may not be working per se from a infrastructure perspective to something that, let's be frank, is not really the best it could be, not even better than some of the D2 schools?
I look at it like this, right? So for me, you have to blame Hugh Jackson for openly admitting he didn't see the house before he bought it. That's on you.
Yes.
Right? So
correct.
You not going to see what it looked like. Your assumption, that's like me saying, hey, man, I got a good deal on this foreclosure on auction.com, right? And then I walk into the house, I ain't got no subfloor. It ain't on auction. It ain't on auction.com. It's on me because I didn't do my due diligence. So we got to put that earnest on Hugh for not looking at the house before he bought it. Now, I will say this. What that should lend to is other high-profile figures, we won't say celebrity coaches, but high-profile individuals coming and doing their due diligence. Listen, it is half your fault if you get into a relationship with a girl and you don't know her STD, she don't get a test. It's half your fault if you don't know her credit score and you get married to her. It's half your fault if you get into and you marry her and you didn't know she had 8 DUIs. Right. So it is on the person looking to make the agreement with the school. They have to dive deep, get their own audit, get their own transparency report of what they have, what they don't have, and then go from there. And then once you get as much information as you can, is to say, okay, do I take this job? Can I handle what is about to come my way? And then from there, after that, I don't feel sorry for you from there. I really don't, because you like, that's why I don't feel sorry for nobody who takes the Valley job. You know what that Valley job is.
Yeah, that's true. So I think that Ed Reed kind of did the same thing. Ed Reed was complaining also, but Ed Reed at the same time did not do his homework on what he was getting into as well. So that kind of sucks to him too. But anyway, great show as usual, man. I'll give thumbs up for that folks trying to call in, man. I don't talk up all your time. So thank you again as usual.
Hey, appreciate it, JB. All right, 2928 to 2901 coming to you. Hey, calling you live.
What's up, guys?
What's up?
This is Braylon from Mississippi, man. How you doing?
What's up, man? Talk to me, Braylon.
Listen, man, I got a question, and hear me out on this. Obviously, I hear you saying FAMU. It's no question they're the most talented team in the SWAC. And then I also heard you said that Andrew Bauer may be looking for a team that that the defense can keep them in the game, right? Correct? Did I hear that correctly?
Yeah.
Okay, so my question is, outside of FAMU, set them aside, I wholeheartedly think Alcorn has the best defense and probably the most talented team outside of FAMU in the SWAC. So my question is, if they retain McNair, and considering the success that Alcorn as a program has had with quarterbacks from 2014 onward, from the John Gibbs to Lenore Spudman to Noah Johnson to Felix Harper and to even this past year with Aaron Allen, do you think being that Andrew the way Andrew, do you think Alcorn would be possibly in the mix? And I do know that we signed Macon last year, obviously, and and all, but do you think Alcorn will even be, anywhere in the ballpark, considering, like I said, the success we've had with quarterbacks over the last decade, and we have shown the willingness, to open the playbook for that special quarterback, i.e. Felix Harper?
I won't give you Felix Harper. I think, if I'm being honest with you, I think the best opening of the playbook is actually with Aaron Allen. If I'm being honest, because this is what I'm saying to you, right? Because I do agree with you that I think Felix Harper was a great fit for the RPO system that they were trying to run. But now that they got that boy Phillips, and the way they opened up that offense up for him to throw the ball around, I think that has been as much wide open as I've seen, right? Because you can talk about Noah Johnson. I didn't see Noah, and I didn't see those guys, so I don't know. But for what I've seen for the past 2 to 3 years, this has been the most wide open this offense has looked, just spread wise, not like single read, RPO, none of that. Like, hey, 4 verticals, like we getting down the field. You know what I'm saying? So I liked it.
So even considering that, even let's take what you just said with Phillips opening up the playbook, do you think, Andrew Brotherwood could even consider that,
I wouldn't take it off the table. Now, for me, you got to also, like, the thing that you got to understand is, like, his parents go to all his games. And now that you're in Mississippi, is that really, you get what I'm saying? Like, even the FAMU situation, like, I think FAMU is a great situation, but, now you're putting the stress on your parents. Like, I know that's something that's cognizant of Andrew's mind, because he's really close with his family. So it's like, yeah, I might want to go to FAMU, but is it a great situation for me to be this far away from my family? When he had Texas Southern, he go home, his mama 3 hours away, you know what I'm saying? His family come up and go see the game, they drive and things like that. I think that is also in the back of his mind as well. So I'm not saying no. I would never say no on behalf. I know for a fact no for Jack State A&M. I know that for a fact. But for Alcorn, I couldn't tell you no. And I'll be honest, you don't. I know people say Alcorn wouldn't go after him. You don't know what that looks like. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know. Tyler Macon might jump in the portal on December 4th, and now you just got Allen. You know what I'm saying? So you need a backup guy, or you like the freshman that you have with Mr. Pretty Eyes, right? So you could go either way with that. So I would never say no, but I would never say just yeah. So I everything's up for consideration though.
Oh, okay. Well, that's all I was wondering. If that's something that's on his mind, obviously, it's in terms of his parents traveling, then I do think anybody, not even just Alcorn, or FAMU or Southern, or anybody who's actually considering that, if they know that the travel or the distance may be a thing, I think they should pull from the FBS and Power 5 level playbook in terms of assisting, and pretty much not even assisting or just paying for everything. Because my little brother plays for UGA. My parents go to all the games. They don't spend a dime.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, right. They don't spend a dime. My little brother plays for UGA, University of Georgia. Every home game, they never spend a dime. Now, only time they spend something is when they go to away games, but the tickets to the game are paid for, so it's just travel.
Dang,
you know what I'm saying? But if it's a home game, travel and tickets are paid for, and I kind of think that kind of thing is, that right there is just a draw. You know what I'm saying? That we may need to pull from. Schools may need to pull from their playbook in order to get the players that they really want. You see what I'm saying? I just think, because I was listening to the podcast, I forgot the title of it, but different things that y'all was saying that HBCU should pull from the Power 5 level, and I definitely think that should be one, because you never know, man, who you could attract. If the travel is paid for and tickets are paid for, this type of thing. So if that's one of the things that could be a hindrance, I think the schools, whether it's Alcorn or FAMU, if he's really considered, I think they should definitely take care of it. To get a player on that level, to get that caliber player at the most important position on the field.
That's fair, man. Appreciate the call, bro. That's pretty fair. 2901 coming to you.
Hey, Scotty, how's it going? This is Javon calling from Orlando, Florida.
What's up, Javon? Talk to me, man.
So why do you think the SWAC has just become so inept when it comes to like getting better TV deals, like and on social media and just promoting their brand overall? Like, why do you think they struggle so much? Like, why everybody else is kind of just blowing past them in terms of that?
Listen, man, it's okay. How I look at the SWAC is like a Baptist church, and stay with me, right? Stay with me. With most Baptist churches, how technology has grown in the church, a lot of churches haven't accepted it, right? So the TVs in the back, you know, the streaming online, like COVID made a lot of people have to stream because churches, you couldn't go to church service. So it was such a drastic hit to churches that they're like, okay, how do we keep up now? How do we stream? But at times they just weren't keeping up with the times. And to me, I would vehemently compare SWAC and MEAC to a Baptist church of not just growing with the times and understanding that, hey, we have to be a part of more cutting edge media. How do we get there? How do we package our stuff? How do we do this? Because if you're the SWAC, and I'm not going to say too much on it, but if you're the SWAC and the MEAC, you should be looking outside of sports. I'm just leave it at that. You should be looking outside of just trying to make money off your sports deals. I am going to just say that. So to me, it's that they just haven't really kept up with media and the times. And then now you have situations because you just keep hiring bad commissioner after bad commissioner. And then you get Dr. McNugget, who he gets like, this stay with me, right? Dr. McNugget is the dude who starts dating this girl who's been in like 3 abusive relationships, and he doesn't put his hands on you, and you think he's the best guy in the world. Like that's really best. He's just giving you the bare minimum of respect. He ain't putting his hands on you. He take you out to McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, oh my God, I'm going to marry him. And then like your family's like, you deserve better. And they're like, I just came out of a relationship where a guy was beating my face in. At least he's not beating my face in. But that's really what Dr. McNuggets is for SWAC fans, right? He's not losing us money. And you're like, okay, that's great. I mean, they're not supposed to lose you money. So I get that. But where is he taking you is the real question. And getting you in long-term deals is not better than just losing money. It just doesn't look as bad, but it is bad. You see what I'm saying? So it's just, it's like that, man. It's just a lot of ineptitude. It's a lot of nobody reaching out and trying to learn and getting counseling and getting subject matter experts in to talk about, hey, how can we come together and do something different and big and expansive and really change the game? Nobody's thinking like that in the SWAC office, man. They just happy to get their little check and say they got a title and I work here and I get free flights, and that's all they care about, bro. That's all they care about.
Yeah, it's just so frustrating. Like, seeing like other brands and other conferences and stuff like that just constantly are growing and getting better and putting out more content and stuff like that. But they're just, the SWAC is stagnant. They're very stagnant.
Very much so.
It's been the same.
Very much so.
That's all the question I had today.
Hey, no problem, bro. Appreciate you. Mr. Campbell, coming to you.
Hey, man. First of all, great show. I'm not going to get into the Andrew Bye thing. You know, we make a lot of jokes. But, I want to talk about something more important when we're talking about now these transfers. So you just named the defensive back that played at Alabama State. Now we see Keith Johnson. The biggest thing, once again, is these coaches have to re-recruit their players.
Absolutely.
That is and this is the thing that Willie has done a really good job of, right? Saying, hey, you come here, we make it nice, you don't want to leave, and these guys stay. Now, here's the thing. So you look at Eddie Robinson, hey, I've had a successful season, and 2 of my best players have before the portal was even hot, are already like, we out. Let's see what we got. And I understand for both these kids because they might say, you know what, I can go to a higher level. I understand that. But the fact that they moved that quickly lets you know that coach needs to understand what his relationship is with his players. And for all of these teams that now, these HBCU teams, these cats that are making all SWAC teams, all conference teams and things like that. Now, the coaches, again, are they prepared to re-recruit their players? Because if he lose those guys, bro, that's a big deal. That is a big deal to lose those guys. That are supposed to be a foundation piece for what I'm sure he's projecting. Hey, I got my quarterback here. The guy that took his hits. I got my wide receiver. And then now let me go in the portal and build out, right? But now, if you're losing guys, because that's what happened to Jackson State. They lost all those guys. It's hard to replace all those guys, man.
Yeah,
it is really, really hard when because basically you don't get a plus. You basically try to stay even. And most of the times you get negative. So if you're losing your good guys, it's hard to replace those. So I'm really interested to see what these coaches are going to do with this, especially with this Alabama State thing that I just saw for these guys. And how many more of these guys, like, is this a thing? Are these guys not happy being at Alabama State? How many more of these guys are going to be? Because that is very interesting to me that these guys have jumped in there just that quick. You know, usually kind of say, well, let me see what's going on. I'm like I said, Andrew, I told him, I said, Andrew needs to move on just for a plethora, you know, because they're just right down there in Texas Southern. So he definitely needs to move on. But that Alabama State thing, I think, is a big deal. And then I just want to make one quick thing about TV deals. Please, y'all, when you call Scotty, compare apples to apples and not apples to oranges. The SWAC is an FCS conference. We are not the Big Ten. We are not the ACC. We are not the SEC. Ask him about other conferences, the Ohio Valley and the Big Sky, whatever else. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what their TV deals look like. And let's see if we're better than that. Because the bigger question still has, and we still wait. Have you yet to see that Dr. McClellan has told us exactly how much money we got from HBCU Go yet?
No, I haven't.
Still waiting on that. Still waiting on that. And I find that very interesting that he has yet, because this is what, year 2 of that deal?
Yeah.
Right? Year 2. And for me, and he has done the state of the SWAC, and not one time has he said, you know what? HBCU Go has dispersed X to the schools. That should tell us all something. So that's what I'd rather for us to compare, not worry about what the Big Ten and all that, because we're not going to get them type of TV deals. So that's it, man. Appreciate it. Good show.
No, appreciate it. I think that'd be a great fit for Andrew if Kiff Kingsbury goes to U of H and Andrew can get up there. Let me say this, right? I'm not even talking about like TV deals, and I'm not even like, I get what Mr. Campbell's saying, but for me, it's not even about that. It's about your lack of creativity to just be better for yourself, right? It's about the lack of creativity in just trying to do something different to draw in the people, right? To draw in the people, to draw in eyeballs, to draw in. If you're supposed to be the best viewed, I think, yeah, I think that'd be absolutely. I think that'd be a great fit for him as well, Blue. You know, I just think like that's the thing for me, right? That like the lack of creativity, the lack of ingenuity to say, hey, how can we make the SWAC more exciting? How can we? Because listen, you can say whatever you want about the MEAC. They have this thing called the MEAC kickoff. It's ass. It's absolute ass. But it's something, right? It's something. So to me, there ain't no SWAC kickoff in the morning. There ain't none of that, right? But there should be, but there isn't. But if there is, you gonna go put the most boring people on it. Just because they're your boys. So instead of even looking at it in a sense of to where, oh, let me go get the top personalities to make this all work, you gonna go get your homeboy who you cool with, who don't get no views. He gonna bring his homeboy who gonna come and they don't get no views. And then now you making this show, which would have been really good and creative, but you put boring ass old people on it and nobody wanna watch it. So now you back at square zero because you're telling people, oh, look at me be innovative. Look at me trying something new, but it's with boring ass people. Like listen, man, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. And y'all can clip it, y'all can send it to whoever, and I'll tell it to anybody in their face. If the SWAC does a show and you have Tally Carr, Dr. Cavill, Charles Bishop or any one of those inside 80 Drew, like, it's not going to be watched. Why? Because they don't get views now. So what do you think why would you think if I move you from this platform, your own platform where you don't get no views, I'm gonna put you on a bigger stage, you're gonna get more views? I'm not saying that they shouldn't be contributors. Listen, I want to be very clear about what I'm saying. I'm not saying they can't be contributors. I'm not saying you don't have a spot for Dr. Cavill. You have a spot for Charles Bishop. But they cannot be the face of that. They cannot. It wouldn't make any sense. It wouldn't. But that's what they would do. Right? That's what they would do. They would grab those pundits and put them all on the show and say, hey, look, we're doing something new. We're doing something new. And you'd be like, bro, like, you just wasted money. All you did was give your homeboys money. Hey, man, I'm doing a show. I'm going to pay you $500 a week. You want to do it? Sure. So you just gave your homeboys an extra check. That's it. It's not to say that they don't have something to say, but they can't push a show. But that's what you end up dealing with, right? It's the same thing if you look at the SEC, and you can say whatever you want. They're bigger, they're this, they're that. They go find personalities. SWAC, Tim Tebow, right? Like, you know, the white boys with the little nice comb over here. Like, they go find personalities that are going to make people watch. People are already going to watch because it's SEC, but then I got to make them stay and watch you. So you got to be good. You got to be funny. Why do you think they got Paul Feinbaum? Right? He's controversial. He gonna say something. He gonna do something. That's what, and that's the thing when it comes to the SWAC and the MEAC, is that they're absolutely ass because they don't understand it. Like, if I'm the MEAC and I'm doing a MEAC kickoff show, I'm gonna go get Josh. I'm gonna go get Josh. I'm gonna go get Josh. I'm gonna go get Banks. I'm gonna go get Erica. I'm gonna go get them. And I'm going to go do the MEAC kickoff. That's what I would do. Because they already getting views on HBCU Nightly. People already follow them. Now they can drive and direct traffic to the MEAC kickoff. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's common sense. You know nobody going to advocate more than the MEAC than them three. Morgan State, Howard, and NCCU. It's a perfect blend. I'm going to just take what you're doing on Twitter and take your ass to the MEAC kickoff, and we Gucci. But I don't know what I'm talking about. So I'm just, hashtag not media. But that would make too much sense. That would make, I got to go get the professional guy. I got to go, because listen, man, the most frustrating thing to me is the SWAC and the MEAC trying to be white. That's the biggest thing to me. I think that's the biggest, that makes my skin crawl, right? Is that I see the SWAC and the MEAC trying to be the Big 12, trying to be the Pac-12. Like, bro, you're not that. You're not that. Just be black. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay to walk in your space, in your stuff, and be yourself. It's okay. Everything doesn't have to be, oh, hi, this is Sean coming live for you in the MEAC kickoff. How are you doing today? Great day for football. Like, bro, that's not how we are. So why would I represent my brand by something we are not? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, that's not who we are. That's not who you're marketing to. Market to your people. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, listen, you already know what it is. MEAC kickoff, big HBCU Saturday. We here live, full effect, right? Like, that's what it is. Here with my guy, Josh, Erica, Morgan State, Howard, NCCU. We all in the building tonight. That's why people love Tiffany so much, right? Because Tiffany, even in her professionalism, she still gives you that black woman. That's why people love Tiffany so much, is because you know, she be like down the side, like you feel the black in her, right? That's why she's so good. That's why I love what she does, and she does it so well. But that's what you don't get from a lot of people. So that's just my little 2 cents, man. But right. But before I get up out of here, listen. I have never been to a FAMU home game. This is my first time. I've been to FAMU's campus. Been to FAMU's campus plenty of times, about 2 or 3 times. Haven't seen no tailgating. It's gonna be raining. I don't give a damn, right? I need to have the FAMU experience. I'm trying SWAC surfing the crowd, rain and all. I'm trying to get the strikes going in the crowd. Let's go. I'm trying to get all that. I'm telling you, because what you don't want me to do is after that game, get on my platform and say that shit was not what I thought it would be. I paid all this money and I got an ass experience. That's what you don't want me to say. And that's what I don't want to say. Okay? So I want to go. I'm touching down Friday at 1. I'll be at Tallahassee Friday at 1, right? I'm staying all the way until Monday, trying to get the full-fledged experience. The full-fledged. All right? I want it all. I'm trying to get DJ Loose Kid. I'm going to text him. I'm trying to get the whole, I'm trying to get all that. So it needs to be electric. I want it to be absolutely electric. And I'm counting the PV fans that I see out there. Should only be about 10 or 11 of them, but I'm going to count all of them. Like, okay, that's 1 purple. That's 2 purple. Rocky don't count. That's 3 purple. That's 4 purple. I'm gonna be out there counting. So I need the full experience. I need the full-fledged, full experience. Listen, let me say this. Be sure to vlog it for us. I should try to figure out a vlog. Oh, but we'll see. I hate vlogging. You gotta always have the camera up. I'm not good at it, man. I might have to call Bucky and ask him how I do it. But yeah, man, I'm trying to get the full. Let me take this call. 0531 coming to you. Hey, caller, you live.
What's up, Scotty?
What's goody? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Scotty? It's that boy Oddball, man. Checking here from Georgia.
What's up, man? Talk to me.
Man, who do you see as far as like the HBCU draft picks this year? Who do you see? How many do you see getting drafted, and who do you see going first, like far as like the top 2?
I think Dinkwa, the left tackle from Morgan, I think he's gonna be a high draft pick. I'm gonna have to wait for Sandata. Listen, man. I know people are high on Sandata, but his tape is not good. Listen. Well, his junior tape is better than his senior tape, right? Let me just say that his junior tape is better than his senior tape. His senior tape is not good, and I know Coach G is super high. Draft HBCU players. I know they super high on Sandata. I think he's like the number 1 person on. I think Mikey Victor is his number 1 person on his draft board. And then number 2 is like Sandata. Maybe 3 is Dinkwa. I think Dinkwa should be number 1. I think Mikey Victor should be number 2. And Sandata Anderson, I don't know, bro. If I'm a team, I'm an undrafted free agent at Bama, because I look at it like this: if James Houston went 6th round. Yeah, he went 6th round and had way more production, was way shorter, you know what I'm saying, but just was a dominant force. Sandata wasn't dominant in no game. Like, why would I draft him? And I got a kid, I drafted a kid from Jackson who was smaller, more impactful, better stats. And I'm sorry, I couldn't do it. I couldn't draft Sandata. That's just me. Now I think a 7th round to an undrafted free agent, which is not bad. I think I would undraft free agent him to my team, because I think he's such a project. Because I just don't trust his moves, his counter move. He doesn't have a counter move. He doesn't. Like, it's a lot that his game does not have. So I'm not very high on him. I'm just saying that. So, but for me, I think Dinkwa the tackle from Morgan. I think he should be the first person off the board. He is, man, he is good. That boy good, bro. I'm serious. That Bama's good. So him and then Mikey Victor, I think he's good, but I'm gonna have to look at everybody that's eligible. But Davius, I'm gonna have to look at some more tape with Davius. I just, yeah.
I think it kind of hurt Davies too, like with his drop class being so loaded at QB.
Yeah, it's super loaded. Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Scott.
No problem, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Hey, Blue, how do you feel about Dinkwa? Let me ask you that. I know you're an old lineman. How you feel about? How do you? Who would you take, Dinkwa or Sundata? Who would you take over who? Answer that for me. 1544 coming to you.
What's up, Scotty?
What's up? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Man, my name is Bank, calling from Alabama. Man, news just came in. Keyshawn Johnson is out.
Really? Where'd you see that at?
I just sent it to you. I just sent it to you on Instagram. I'm a student.
Okay.
Yeah, they going crazy, man.
Ooh, I told you that Bama need to leave. Hey,
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm about to check my Instagram right now.
All
right, bro. Appreciate you. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Here we go. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. I told you he needed to leave. I told you he needed to leave. I'm about to blow it up for y'all. I'm about to send it to myself and blow it up. All right, let me I'm about to blow this up for y'all real quick so you guys can see this of what has just came down the pipe. Present, share screen, window, boom. Here we go. Hopefully y'all can see that. So let me read it to y'all. It says, "Where do I begin? You've been the place I call home for a few years now, and I have enjoyed every bit of it. Through all the ups and downs, the highs and lows, success and failures, I was able to find myself." Let me zoom in for you guys so y'all can see this. All right, so hopefully y'all can see most of this. All right, first day on the campus, seeing all the greats pictured on the wall: T-Jack, Reggie Barlow, Chad Lucas, and many more. I always looked upon those names as inspiration to go harder than hard. Every day I put Bama State across my chest. Every time I suited up, I made it my duty to put on a show and give it my all. Not only for me, but for the special place I called home. I'll never forget the friends and coaches I've met along the way and everlasting relationships and bonds that were made. Although I've been battling with the decision for a while, I know I am following God's plan for my life. I must do what's best for me with the unwavering support of my family. My name into the transfer portal, playing my last 2 years of college football elsewhere. I am eager to see what God has in store for my future. Woo! That is a bombshell. Let me tell you. Let me tell you something. Woo! That is going to be crazy. I'm probably going to have to do a whole new show about that, but I'm not because I ain't got time for that. It's going to be wild. Dre, coming to you.
Hey, what's up?
What's good?
Yeah, I think with the skill players, the receivers, and the corners, it's going to force these coaches to get some QBs that's putting up numbers. Because they're not going to deal with bad QB play.
Yeah.
So you messing up they. So it's going to force you to find a QB that's accurate or develop one. Because he should easily be over 800 yards. He's their best receiver. And he got probably less than 500 yards. So in order to keep your best receivers and all that, it's going to force the coaches to recruit a comparable quarterback. And that's going to be key. Because I can trust the quarterback that I'm not going to stay around.
My thing is this. I don't even think it's I agree with you, but I think you got to also encounter the offensive coordinator, right? Like,
well, that too.
I get you. quarterback coordinator. But to me, to me, this was a two-part problem with Keyshawn Johnson. It was Eddie Robinson riding with Demetrius Davis as long as he did, and it was the offensive coordinator not properly trying to implement Keyshawn Johnson as well as those other receivers into the game. Because I do believe, and I'm going to keep saying it, I do believe Eddie Robinson put handcuffs on the offensive coordinator. That's number one. And I believe that Eddie Robinson also stayed with Demetrius Davis too long. Too long. Period.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting to see how the HBCU coaches go forward with their quarterback. The quarterback is such an important position, and it helps recruit everybody else.
Yeah.
So appreciate it, man.
No problem, man. Appreciate the call, Dre. Listen, man. I told y'all. I said it. I said that Bama need to be in the portal. I said it all season because every game I would go, and you Alabama State fans know I said it. I said every game. I said if Keyshawn Johnson doesn't walk out of every game with at least 8 to 10 targets or receptions, I'm in the portal. And what makes it even worse is his uncle is the offensive coordinator. Is the offensive coordinator. His uncle couldn't even get him the ball. That's just how bad. Listen, man. Keyshawn Johnson gonna get some offers. That kid is freaking amazing, man. I'm telling you right now, that kid is freaking amazing. And once again, I'm gonna say this now. I'm gonna make sure I gotta put this on my calendar or remember this episode. I'm going to say this now because remember, Eddie Robinson did not recruit Keyshawn Johnson. Donald Ely recruited Keyshawn Johnson. Donald Ely recruited Bubba Coates. Donald Ely recruited a lot of these kids, Urshad and all those guys. Donald Ely brought those kids in, right? So I'm just going to say this. I want to see what it looks like when he has to go recruit a team. I want to see what it looks like when he has to go recruit a team. When you don't have a lot of guys just saying, hey, I'm going to come back. So if I'm being honest, I don't think he's going to go. If he goes HBCU, it's going to either be FAM, Jackson. I'm damn sure not going to Southern because I don't know what the coach is going to be. I think it's going to be like high level HBCU play, right? Somebody that throws the ball a lot. So I wouldn't be surprised if he goes, listen, man, Bowling Green has been scooping up SWAC guys all, for the last 2 years from A&M. But I wouldn't be surprised if he go to a group of 5, Conference USA, Sun Belt. You know what I'm saying? I would not be surprised at all. So, and I think he can play with the big boys. I really do. I think Keyshawn Johnson can play with the big boys. Somebody told me he not a pro. I said, shit, I don't believe that one. I don't believe that one. That kid too special. That kid is way too special. So we'll see. We'll see. He too good. He too good. But I'm gonna keep a track on that one. I've been a big fan of Keyshawn, but I'm gonna just say this. I said in the beginning of the season, when they did the preseason all SWAC awards, I said, hey, I don't understand how Keyshawn Johnson's not on this list. And voila, guess who's first team all SWAC? Voila, guess who's first team all SWAC? So it is what it is. Hey, guys, listen, I appreciate all you guys. Once again, tomorrow, I'll be down in Tallahassee. Can't wait to be there. Cannot wait to be there. Me, the wife, definitely going to be down there full effect. Going to get around. Definitely going to stop by Kiki's. Love that place. That's our place. Not getting no Guthries, their ass. You already know what it is. Always Love y'all, man. And listen, until next time, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to holler. God bless. If you ain't like, hey, McNugget, Roberts, Butt Buddies. If you don't like nothing I say, you know what you can do.
If I make you feel some type of way, if low key you're just here to hate,
you can always unfollow me. God bless y'all.